Hello, friends. It's your boy Jeff, and I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Um, Still been working my ass off as usual. No excuses about that. But at the same time, um, I didn't really feel like I had a lot of interesting things to say other than just showing the latest things that I've been listening to, of which that happens in fits and starts. Like I'll go weeks sometimes without spinning anything, and then other times, like this past weekend, I must have played about 5 or 6 records. So, um, what I wanted to talk about in this video was this. Just arrived the other day, and Mazzy did a review of this set yesterday as I'm recording this. So, this is the Who's Next. Um, it's supposed to be the 50th anniversary remastered edition of Who's Next, and it also included a live performance. This set came in a couple of different iterations. The fanciest one being like a 10 CD set that contained all of the Lifehouse demos and other material related to this album. But it was too pricey. And I really only bought this for the live performance, and I'll show you why here in a minute. And it also ties into the theme of this video. First of all, the remastered edition of Who's Next, I think sounds really good compared to my original. Well, it's my '80s repress from MCA Records. Bought it in probably the mid '80s, and that copy, although it still sounds good, it sounds a little tinny, a little bright. This remaster sounds a lot more fuller. It sounds more rounded. It's not as in your face as my other copy is. But by the same tone, it seems like it almost sounded a little slightly muffled to me. The drums didn't punch and pop the way I'm used to hearing it. It's still a great sounding record, don't get me wrong. Played very loud, it's awesome, just because this is an awesome album. But I didn't really buy this set for a remastered version of Who's Next. I bought it for the live performance. Now, I have not listened to the live performance yet. Hoping to get to that soon. But the reason that I even bought it for this set, the Amazon listing that I read, because I bought this off of Amazon, said that the live show was recorded on December 12th, 1971, which would have been my second birthday. My birthday is December 12th. And as you can see, I'm holding the cover up here, the actual date is December 13th. I didn't find that out until I opened the box and looked inside. So, it is what it is. I'm sure this is gonna. I've got many live performances of the Who. This is when they were in their prime. I'm sure this is going to be great. But I was a little disappointed because this would have been the fourth live album to have been recorded on my birthday. So, and the tops of both albums came with nearly split through seams. I'll show you. This is the Who's Next. You can see I'd actually went through on the one side there. The inners were split, and actually the inner was so tight on the record that I really had to pull. I almost thought I was going to have to rip through the sleeve to get it out of there because it was so tightly in there, and it left all kinds of dust and little crumbs, little paper crumbs all over the surface of the record. So that was a little disappointing. The box itself was in perfect shape. Overall, the records, the Who's Next, which I played, sounded fine. There was no issues with it. So I'm assuming this will sound good. I'm hoping it won't be too crackly or popping. Here's just the inner gatefold. Here's the back. But yeah, it's been kind of a happy accident that I've been noticing over the years that a few live albums have been recorded on my birthday, so I was going to use this video to show the rest. This other one, and I'm going in chronological order here too. This next one was another recent purchase, actually. It's the Moody Blues. It's the Royal Albert Hall concert from December of 1969. I just bought this about a month ago. I hadn't had any live Moody Blues from this period, you know, this classic period of theirs when they were releasing all those great albums. Here, I'll put the set listing closer so you can see. But yeah, this sounds fantastic. And if you're in the mood for some nice, nicely recorded, great sounding Moody Blues, this is a great record for you. And it was recorded, see right there, the day I was born, December 12th, 1969, which was a Friday. So this was going on overseas as I was being born, because I'm sure this was in the evening. But with the time difference, I'm sure it might have been a little bit different, but you get the idea. So bought it for the novelty, but I also bought it for the music too, because I'm a big Moody Blues fan. And like I said, I don't think there's been like officially released live album of theirs. I think Live Plus 5 was the closest, but this is actually recorded much, much, much better. So there's that. The next one is a CD, and I think you might know what I'm talking about. It's the 12-12-12 concert for Sandy Relief. This Superstorm Sandy had devastated the East Coast that year, and this concert was put together fairly quickly. It's a 2 CD set featuring, well, it doesn't really, Paul McCartney played this, Bruce Springsteen played this, Billy Joel, Bon Jovi, Pearl Jam. So this was actually the first one that I got that I noticed had been recorded on my birthday, and this was a present from my wife. I don't know if this has ever been released on vinyl, but I've got the CD, so that's pretty cool. And finally, the last one was, it's another box set. It's from the Third Man Records Vault Collection by stoner rock band Sleep. This is a 4-record set, and it comes with a poster, and it comes with a patch. I can show you the patch. You get all kind of these nice little tchotchkes with Third Man Record sets. And in 2018, this was recorded. You can see right there on December 12th. Live to direct to acetate. There's the back cover of the box set at the Third Man Records studios. So yeah, it's I don't know if you guys like Sleep or even know who they are. I was kind of familiar with them when I got this. I had been listening to their album The Sciences a little bit when this set was announced back when I've actually gone back to getting Third Man vault packages. In fact, the Miles Davis one, Fearless, was the most recent one that just came out. And actually, the next one is the collection of Syd Barrett records, which I'm very curious about listening to. So, but yeah, back in 2018, this was recorded on my birthday. And yeah, this is not something that I listen to all that often. If you know their music, you know what I'm talking about, unless you're probably really, really high. This probably isn't going to do much for you because it really doesn't do much for me. But like I said, recorded on 12/12, so it stays in the collection. So yeah, that was just a quick little thing that I thought might be interesting to show in a video, but not to leave you without any kind of recent listening, things that I've recently listened to. As you can see, back behind me right here is where I usually stack the records that I've played before I put them in the stacks. As you can see, putting them away, I don't know if it's like this for anybody else that has a larger collection, but putting them away actually becomes more and more of a chore. Or at least it does for me. So I'll usually wind up with like 15 or 20 albums that I have to put away, and then it turns into this big thing. But I'm going to reach behind me, whack-a-mole style, and I'm going to pull a couple of albums randomly and show them to you. Like this one. This is an album that I found in Goodwill for 33 cents. Short of getting it for free, how much better of a deal could you get? A quarter, maybe? Duke Ellington, Indigos is the album, and it did not have an inner sleeve, but it is a original Columbia 6i pressing from 1958. Looked it up on Discogs, confirmed it, and it was just a little bit dusty. It wasn't scratched or scuffed too badly. So I took it home, cleaned it, and I mean, it's not perfect. It still has surface noise, but it really doesn't sound all that bad. So for 33 cents, I figured it was a good thing to take a chance on. So yeah, jazz has been one of the music genres that I struggle with. At times, I want to get more into it, and other times I don't. Right now, I'm starting to get more into it again, and this is a good kind of. John at the Digital Gramophone described this album as kind of like bluesy jazz, which I think is pretty accurate. These are pretty laid back tunes, kind of has a little bit of a bluesy feel to them. Only one of the tracks has vocals. Other than that, it's all instrumentals. But it's a great album, and it's a pleasant surprise because I really did not expect a whole lot from it. And yeah, glad to add this one to the collection. All right, we'll do another one. I'm not looking. I'm blocking myself, and I'm just picking back here, whack-a-mole style. This has got to be my vote for ugliest album cover of the year. This is the new album by Hozier. It's called Unreal Unearth. Yeah, what can you really say about this cover? But the music inside is pretty good. My wife is a big fan of Hozier. I'd bought his previous album called Wasteland Baby, also on vinyl, and the pressing on that one was horrible. It was very noisy. I mean, like I said, the music was fine, but the pressing was crap. This pressing is much better, a lot quieter, and I don't know how you would describe Hozier's music. This is like, I don't buy very many new artists these days, so a lot of it, not to sound like an old fart, but a lot of it sounds kind of samey to me. But his voice really carries it for me and makes it unique, above the rest of the male vocalist crowd. So this is the new one from Hozier. God, is that cover ugly. Ugh. All right, we're going to do one more. One more. I'm not going to do the one on the end just because that would almost feel like cheating. So we're going to feel around and we're going to pull out this one. This is another new purchase. The live performance of Rumors by Fleetwood Mac from 1977. This was August 29th, 1977. So here you go. And it basically, as you can see from the set list, it's basically the entire Rumors album and about half of the album before, the self-titled Fleetwood Mac, which was the first one with Buckingham Nicks. I'm glad to have this because even though I have the Fleetwood Mac live album, which came out in 1980, that album was just okay. I didn't really love it all that much. This album here is much tighter. Their performances are a lot tighter. The singing is a lot better. It was recorded very nicely. And it's nice to hear a little variation on the Fleetwood Mac classics that you hear on the radio literally every day. So, yeah, I'm glad to have this one in my collection too. This one was not recorded on 12/12, but it was recorded on 8/29, which is almost my anniversary in the VC. My anniversary in the VC is 8/25. So we're kind of close there. Just to try to tie things together. Of course, I make videos so infrequently now, I don't even know if could still be considered part of the VC, but what can I say? I keep trying. So that's it. I hope all of you are doing well. All of you who are still watching, I appreciate you. And yeah, we'll see each other again down the road. So till then, keep spinning. It's your boy Jeff. Love you. Take care.